Hello good people, Papa Kelly here, and please help me out like you usually do. There's a friend of ours, there's a client here, a friend. Hi, nataka either Samsung S20 Plus ama Camon 40 Pro, which one is the best? For those who don't understand Swahili, this client is asking, they are actually wondering which to go for, either the Samsung S20 Plus or the Tecno Camon 40 Pro. So they are asking which of the two is best. All right, and then these are the kinds of comparisons which really I don't know what to actually how to advise the client, but I like to actually give a breakdown of these devices, so then the client can decide themselves. Looking at the grams, the Camon 40 Pro is way lighter. It is at 178, stands at 178 grams, whereas the S20 Plus is at 186 grams. Sorry, so we are talking of 178 on the Camon 40 Pro and 186 on the S20 Plus. Okay, weight is a factor of consideration while purchasing a phone. I think it is also a factor you should consider. However, 186 grams and 178 grams, that's quite negligible, very small difference. Okay, now looking at the two phones, we have S20 Plus variants which have 5G, but on the Camon 40 Pro purely it is a 4G phone. Okay, looking at the CPU clock speed of the S20 Plus, it's way higher. We are talking of 2.73 gigahertz processor clock speed, but on the Camon 40 Pro we are only talking of 2.2 gigahertz. Okay, the chipset on the Samsung is Exynos 997 nanometer, whereas on the Camon 40 Pro is a Helio G100 Ultimate. Okay, 6 nanometer. So the question is, if we compare the Exynos 990 and the Helio G100 Ultimate, which of the two chipsets is more powerful over the other? Now I want you to do that homework. Okay, tell me which is better. Okay, let us look at the display technology. Tecno Camon 40 Pro, they are giving you AMOLED capacitive touch screen, but with the Samsung you're getting a dynamic AMOLED capacitive touch screen with 16 million colors, which is multi-touch. So of course the display wins. With the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus has a better display screen technology. Also the resolution is high, 1440 by 3200, compared to the Tecno Camon 40 Pro, which is only 1080 by 2436 pixels. Even the PPI is what we call pixel density. The PPI on the S20 Plus is higher at 524, whereas on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro is at 393. Okay, protection, that is the screen protection, the S20 Plus comes with a Corning Gorilla Glass 6, whereas the Tecno comes with Gorilla Glass 7.9. Okay, let us look at the refresh rate. They all have 120 Hz refresh rate. However, the Samsung has the always on display feature, a feature that I love a lot. Memory, RAM 8, they both have 8 GB. With the S20 Plus, you get variants with 128, others with 256. But on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro, we only have one variant, 8 plus 256. Okay. Camera. Now this is a very critical area. We are looking at the main cameras, that is the back camera for both phones. On the Samsung, you get 12 plus 64. Okay. The 12 MP is the wide lens. 64 is the telephoto. Okay, and you also get another 0.3 MP for depth. Okay, on the Tecno you get 50 MP plus 8 MP. Okay, so the 50 MP is the wide one, all right, and the 8 MP is the ultra wide. Okay, so if I am to compare the two cameras, I would go for the Samsung camera. The Samsung camera is way better. It will be able to take good videos, good photos, clear videos. I mean, the Samsung wins on this one, okay, hands down. And not just only the back camera, even the front camera. I feel like the lens on the Samsung S20 Plus is better. However, Tecno Camon 40 Pro has also employed, rather used the Sony lens camera, the Sony lens on the cameras. So I'm not saying that you are not going to get good cameras on the Camon 40 Pro. You're going to get very nice photos. But since now we are comparing the two devices, we have to get a winner of the two, and the S20 Plus is better in this case, okay? So still looking at the specs and everything, the other thing that we need to look at is actually the battery. The S20 Plus has a 4,500 mAh battery. The Tecno Camon 40 Pro has a 5,200 mAh battery. So the battery in the Tecno Camon 40 Pro is better. Remember, we are talking of a very powerful processor on the S20 Plus. We are talking of a very, again, the screen being good. If the processor is high, the screen is big, you will need more power. And if you add a 5G network there, you're going to need more power. So in this case, the battery on the S20 Plus fails the device, okay? But it is not to mean that the S20 Plus is not a good device. You will still get some power, but comparing with the 5,200 mAh battery on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro, I mean the Tecno Camon 40 Pro wins on the battery, okay? So it is now upon you. Are you going to choose performance over battery? I think that's Samsung. You get performance, speed, you get a display, but on the Tecno you get a very good battery. You still get a lot of AI on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro. So it is you. I mean, I've already broken it down for you to choose. So it is you to decide. Utachukua gani utafune umeze. Karibu sana.